Okay, so today we'll be heading to Turkey Creek to find the grave of Johnny Ringo. And as you can see here, the dirt road is just really rough and really shaky, so I gotta drive really slow as I head on up here. I had my camera in the wrong mode, so it didn't capture in the audio, so I'm doing all this post-editing. So yeah, so here we are on the way to Turkey Creek to Johnny Ringo's grave. Now we're at the gravesite of Johnny Ringo, and here it says as a historic site, the remains of this noted gunman and outlaw lie here. A tea master traveling West Turkey Creek found the body sitting in the fork of a nearby oak tree with a bullet in the hole of the right temple. The coroner's jury reported the death to be a suicide, and Ringo was buried on the spot. There were others who viewed the body and maintained that on July 13th, 1882, the death of Johnny Ringo was a murder. And that's kind of the interesting thing, is there's a debate on whether he was murdered, whether he killed himself. If he was murdered, who did it? Was it Wyatt Earp? Was it some of the Vendetta posse? It was unlikely, because I know in Tombstone they show that it was Doc Holliday. It was unlikely that it was Doc Holliday who did it, but here we have the grave here. It says Johnny Ringo, July 13th, 1882. And it's actually on private property, but they've kind of fenced it off so you could walk up to it. And yeah, it was interesting, like on the way here, when I was driving on that dirt road, I found a dead rattlesnake on the side of the road, and I grabbed the rattle out of it. I know what some people are saying, like, "Oh man, that's dangerous. You can't grab a dead rattlesnake and stuff." But the only reason I felt safe doing it was because the head had been totally crushed. So that was the only reason why I felt safe grabbing the rattle. And I'm holding it here and be like, "Look, I got some extra treasure." So I don't know. I like stuff like that. Like I collect feathers. I collect. Sometimes if there's like cool animal bones or something, I like that. So that was a really cool find to have on the side of the road to Johnny Ringo's grave. So now let's head into Tombstone. Alright, so we are in Tombstone, Arizona, the fabled city. Oh my god, they have a horse. They're reenacting it. That's funny. Let me find somewhere to pull over. Alright, so we are in town now, so let's check it out. We got a statue, I don't know who that is. Apparently this saloon was owned by the Earps, and they're going to be doing a live reaction here, so I'm going to be recording that. Here's Wyatt Earp there. So, let's see if that is.
What is not a joke is the real history that happened right here on this floor. We're talking about 15 total gunfights happening right here where you're sitting. We're about to do 3 of the most prominent gunfights that not only took place in Tombstone, but right here at the original Oriental Saloon.
My name is Milton Edwin Joyce, but you can call me Milt. Now, I don't know what kind of nonsense Wyatt's been in here telling me all about this place, but he doesn't own it. I do. When Wyatt first came to town, he did make me a reasonable offer on my gambling concessions, but he's not the type of partner I'm looking for. When those Earps first got to town, boy, they were sure ornery. They kept pushing people around, causing all kinds of trouble. It was a horrible thing. They just wouldn't stop.
Go ahead, Milt, you were just saying.
Well, Wyatt, I wasn't really saying anything. Nothing important anyhow.
Come on, Milt, just sell out to me. I can run this place fine all by myself. But Milt, you ran it to the ground. I'm talking of shooting and stabbing here every week. It's nothing but a regular slaughterhouse in here.
Well, that may be, but it's my slaughterhouse.
Oh my God, will you shut up? Some of us want to drink out of it.
Folks, it's Doc Holliday! Doc, welcome to Tombstone. When'd you get back into town?
Longer than you've noticed, Wyatt. Working for Corbin and making money, I could get you a job there too.
Well, that's all right, Doc. I already got a place here.
Where?
Right here, the Oriental.
You quit lying to your old friend. We all know the Oriental belongs to a miserable wretch named Milton Joyce.
Milton Joyce, miserable wretch at your service, Doc. And I still own this place.
Why don't you sell it, Bill?
Well, because it's not for sale. Not at his price, or any price.
Why? Shut up, I'm talking, damn it. You do not know how to talk to people. You should have me translate. Oh.
Doc, I was doing just fine. I was just negotiating.
Negotiate with who? The pig on the wall?
That shotgun!
Oh.
Doc, what the hell are you doing?
I'm negotiating.
Oh. Milt, are you all right? Well, Milt, what do you say? $5,000?
Well, all right. 5,000 it is. And you can stick this up your...
Hey. Well, Doc, welcome to Tombstone!
What do you people think? Should I behave or not? No. Damn sure if I behave. Oh, y'all came a long way to be here. I come from Griffin, Georgia myself. Cheers! Cheers! Unless you're drinking Pepsi, then the hell with it.
Holiday. I heard what you've been saying about me. And I know I'm a better man than you.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm first one is
Oh, Brady!
Another bad man gets a free ride to Boot Hole.
Good Birdcage Theater here. I think this one, only a few buildings are the one of the original. So let's check it out. So we're in the Birdcage here. Charcoal. Luke Short, one of the gunfighters. Got a few things here. What the hell is this? It's like someone put the end of a fish with another thing. That's probably what we've been in, like one of those freak shows. Ed Shefflin, soon I makes millions from silver. All kinds of stuff. A few swords. Oh, okay. So this was used against like Ponchavilla's army. Got all kinds of guns here. Frank Wesson, Winchester Repeater. Yeah, that's the one. Some of these guns you'll see like in Red Dead. Crescent Firearms. Wyatt Earp and John Clum. I think that's that same picture from the Geronimo Museum I showed you guys. And there's Johnny Ringo. That's whose grave that we saw. And Mickey Free, that was a kid who was captured in that ranch I showed you guys earlier today. And Morgan Earp, he's the one who was killed. That's him in 1926. The Selling of Geronimo. I don't think I've seen that picture before. It's an interesting picture. That's just another picture of him. It's cool they got Apache stuff here too. Original Pharaoh Terrible with Doc Holliday played and dealt Pharaoh. Jock Holliday and Johnny Ringo had their famous duel between the Pharaoh table and the piano. Yeah. Even though that scene from Tombstone did not happen. It wasn't Doc Holliday who killed him. Chiricahua National Monument, I was there. I didn't see those rocks. What are these here? Cough syrup. Alright, let's see what's in the other room. Oh my god, look at this. Are these some of the women of the birdcage? Maybe there's like different actors of the birdcage. Willie Langtree, the Jersey. This is the area where it really happened here, the O.K Corral. So this is the Allen English home in 1882. So he moved to Tombstone as a minor, served 3 times as Cochise County's district attorney. English is flamboyant, rough, yet talented style made him a very powerful attorney. He's known for being a heavy drinker, from the courtroom to nurse. So he died in 1937, okay. Alright, so we're at Boot Hill. I just had to come to this name. Chink Smiley. Wow, but shot in 1884. Singwan, so these must be the Chinese who came, Tong Li. Fuki. Oh, this one here. Miss Ah Loom. Or she was the... Because I was looking up online, I guess multiple people took on the identity of China Mary. So born in China, died in Tombstone. December 1906, and she was 67. Hop lung. Yeah, but I guess like she was kind of like the madam of the area, and if anyone like wanted opium, if anyone wanted like opium or Chinese prostitutes, she kind of handled that. So, all right, so that was China Mary. And for all of you wondering, like, why do they put rocks on top of the graves? Because, I mean, they maybe have re-dug them, but like they dug them kind of shallow, and what would happen is if you didn't put rocks over it, animals would come and like try to eat the body, or birds would come. So that's why they put rocks like that on some of these older graves, because they didn't dig as deep. So that's why they do that, if you're wondering. Three-Fingered Jack, shot by Jeff Milton. And Dutch Annie, she was like one of the biggest madams in the area. This is one of the more famous graves here. Lester Moore, 4 slugs from a 44, no less, no more. So yeah, this is one of the famous ones from here. And I didn't even notice this until post-editing, but also because my camera was dying at the time. Here is the grave of Marshall Fred White, who was shot by Curly Bill in 1880. So it was, from my memory, it was because of this shooting is how kind of the Earps came into becoming, you know, the law a little bit, and that's kind of when the confrontation with the Cowboys kind of escalated. was after Frank White was killed by Curly Bill. I tried to find the grave of Curly Bill, but he's in... No one knows where he is. They know that he was killed by Wyatt Earp and his Vendetta posse, but they don't know where his actual grave is, so I couldn't find Curly Bill. His name was Stinging Lizard. This is one of the most interesting ones. So George Johnson was hanged by mistake in 1882, and it says he was right, we was wrong, but we strung him up and now he's gone. So some of these head markers, they don't go into that, they weren't like that detailed, but like sometimes like it would say, oh, he was hanged by mistake or whatever. Like I kind of like that, like about the cemetery, that kind of was just like little epitaphs of how they got killed, or you know, whatever. So I just thought that was interesting. And then here we have Billy Clanton, Frank McLaury, and Tom McLaury. These three men were killed, it says murdered in the streets of Tombstone, but these three men were killed at the shootout at the O.K Corral. And these men were all cowboy members, and after they were killed after the O.K Corral, this escalated things further, which led to Morgan Earp being killed. I was trying to find his grave too, but I couldn't find too much about it. It wasn't in Boot Hill, but yeah, so that's kind of what escalated things between the Cowboys and the Earps even more. Alright, so that was my journey to Tombstone. I hope you guys enjoy. It was a really fun journey. I kind of like the Boot Hill a little bit more, but it was really cool, especially seeing the birdcage in person and actually being in there, and going to the Oriental Saloon. There's just so much history there. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next time.